Okay, today we're going to be working with automatic audio transcription in ResCarta Toolkit. And I've got the metadata creation tool opened here because we're going to add some metadata to some existing audio files. Now we're going to pick object per file because we have 3 files in a particular directory. And this is audio, and it's under WPR, Wisconsin Public Radio. So we downloaded 3 Wisconsin Public Radio MP3s. We converted those to waves, and now we're going to create some metadata for those. Now, those of you who have done this, again, refresher, how to add an institution. This is the institution that will be the owner of these things. It's Wisconsin Public Radio. Okay. Now for the ID, I'm going to go out to the Library of Congress, mark institutional list of organizations. I'm going to type in, do a search here for Wisconsin Public. There it goes. So it's Wisconsin, MA, Madison, WPR. Going to copy that, the normalized lowercase, paste it in here. And because it's only 7 characters, we're going to add a 0 at the end. There we go. Be nice if the Library of Congress standardized on a number of characters, but they go anywhere from 2 to 4 to 8. The aggregator here, I'm going to give it a unique name, Wisc News. And this is the audio recording. And here's the waveform of it. We could play it if we wanted to. But what I'm going to start doing here is just pasting in some metadata. So I've already got the title. I'm taking this off the WPR site. And I've clipped it, and I'm going to paste it in here. And we can start, here, let me make this a little easier. We can just scroll this up, or we can actually shut the waveform completely off by clicking over here. Okay. So we put the title in, got the institutional IDs. I'm going to add an abstract. I'm going to just cut the abstract out of the website. This is English, English. Okay. Oop. Yep. Take this out of here. Cut this data out of here and paste it in here. Okay, so we have that pasted in. It's by Chuck Birnbach, and it's from July 12th. So we got a little extra metadata here. Scroll down, the WPR is already in, sound recording, genre is sound, publisher name is Wisconsin Public Radio. Place of publication is Madison, Wisconsin. And the publication date. These are going to be in ISO format, so it's 2018 with a dash 07-12. And the capture date will be exactly the same because we're doing that today. Ooh, there we go. Okay, we could add more metadata down here, notes, subjects. We might want to put some hierarchical data in here, meaning the country, USA, state of county of Dane, and city of Madison, Madison. Okay. We can put access restrictions, reproduction restrictions, but for the sake of this demo, we're just going to add that much metadata. Now, what we can do for the next one is just carry this metadata down by clicking this Save Modifications and going to the next, because these are all from the same Wisconsin Public Radio site. So what I need to do now is to replace the title. So I'll clip that and paste it in here. And I can do the same thing now for the abstract. I won't have to change the language. Let me go over here, cut this, then come back here, and just select all and paste. I can scroll up, and July 9th, and here's the reporter's name. Now, one of the things we didn't do on the last one, we didn't put a reporter's name in, but we can add a name. So I can go down here to names and say plus. And available roles here, these are kind of the roles you'd have, generic roles for audio recordings. In this particular case, we didn't include reporter, but we have all the roles of the Library of Congress here. So we jump way down here, we'll find reporter. And we can paste the name in here as a simple name. We could do multi-part and break it up, or we could do Condi, comma, first name, but in this case, we're just going to paste it in there. So you can add names, you could add, production names and that type of thing. Now, the only thing we have to change here would be the publication date, because it's different than the other one, but the capture date's the same. And there we go. Now we'll get the third one. Pretty much the same dance. Paste titles in, get the abstract, select, paste, scroll up, scroll over, get the date as a 6th, and the reporter is Kate Arthur Kent. So we can go down here and just edit this one and just paste that over. We already have the reporter in there. So again, if you were doing 20 or 30 of these, you can just copy next, just change the date and the reporter. It wouldn't take you very long to create a archive of newscasts from Madison or from your local public radio or local radio station. Anyway, here we go. Now here's where the AAT comes in. We're going to open the data conversion tool. And this is the last thing I was working on was text. Doesn't make any difference. We're just going to point to our audio source here, audio WPR. That's where our files are. They're object per file, so each file is going to be an object. And here we've already done the metadata, so we don't need to apply generic metadata. We're not going to deal with PDF files, so this can all be blank. We're going to shut off the OCR because this is not text. We're going to enable audio transcription. And I'm going to write this out to a different location. Pink. I'll write this out to RC data 01 here on the D drive. Enable audio transcription. Everything else looks good. Begin conversion. Now, I'm going to snap this a little fast forward to you. It's going to take some time. But let me open up to show you that I'm actually running this on, no great shakes machine. This is a i3 Intel machine that, let's see, you can probably pop this open here. So it's an Intel Core i3 CPU, so it's not an i5 or an i7. This is just a little machine I have here at the office, and we're converting audio. This is going to take, I'm going to speed this up by clipping here, but here we are. This is the output. Notice it was over here at 1057, and it made the WAV file and the OGG file and the MP3 file, so like the thumbnail type ideas, so you can run those on Apple phones or Android phones, and it will run on pretty much every browser with those 3 files. Okay, so it's just about done here. It's at 11 now, so it's taken about 5 minutes, completed in 5.49 minutes. and those are probably almost real time. A little bit over, but because if you added up the 3 files, they're probably anywhere from a minute and a half to 2 minutes, so they're probably about 5 to 6 minutes worth of audio. Okay, so I'm going to open up the transcription editor to show you what we've got. I need to open, not here, but on the D drive on RC Data 01, and we're going to go down into WAMA, Wisconsin News, and pick the first one. And here it is. Play it.
High-energy subatomic particles called neutrinos are associated with cosmic
So you can play it. You can see what the terms are.
rays and continuously bombard the Earth.
The Earth, not the hurt.
The Earth.
So we can click in here and just type Earth. We can continue here.
Scientists weren't sure where in space the particles originate or what propels them.
You notice it has
Professor
spell
Francis
check.
Halzen says last September UW
Halzen is not wholesome. Well, we might be wholesome. In France, it probably should be uppercase.
Halzen.
And it's Halzen. H-A-L-Z. Whoop. Excuse me while I retype. Halzen. And September should be probably capitalized. That's why it doesn't like September. It knows it's September, except it doesn't capitalize it, so the spell checker catches that. And we could actually pick it from a list, or we can go in here and
September
and paste a capital S in there. Okay, this would take some time to go through and make sure it's all done. But if we want to save the text out of here, we can, and we can write out a text file. So I can go back over to my D drive, my audio, my Wisconsin Public Radio, YVPR, come on, oop, over here. And take the first name and add a text file to this. So it would dump the text out. These can be added to a collection in ResCarta. I'm going to exit here. And that's pretty much how we do it, converted audio to text.